And what is your beef? Why do you have such a problem with me?
Can we get the real Andy? I would prefer the real Andy.
Oh, let's get the real Max. I'll take off my mask when you take off your mask, brother.
Because who's your new favorite YouTuber, Ian, that wanted to be on the show with us?
The Madman. The Madman.
Mad Movie Man.
Let's bring on Max Movies because he scares the living shit out of me. Hold on.
Oh, wow.
Mad Max says, I think you should apologize. Right? I'm sitting here in a goddamn torn down pool house.
I don't even know who
the
you
pool house
are.
is torn apart. Okay, it's torn apart because I'm remodeling on my $70 webcam. Okay, I'm no better than you.
Movie Madness Entertainment.
Welcome, everyone. Thank you for joining me really late. Woo! You can see I'm really tired. I wanted to stream a little bit, though. Man, I've been busy. Shout out to Taladia. I'm sorry, man. Yesterday was a mess. After work. Work has been so chaotic lately. Toby McGuire. Hey, Rhea, how's it going? CJH, behave. I like the intro because I'm gonna add I like seeing people that aren't even on the streams anymore, or at least are busy or doing other things in the intro. It gets me excited to see the journey. And then I do want to include the Zack Snyder. I want to include you, CJH, where you're dancing. And I want to include Brian when he's tearing up for Picard. Probably Bruce and Joe when we met outside the Flash. No, he did. Stop it, CJH. You talk about random stuff. I use the intro too. I use them both. So, hey, Jade. Hey, yo, Sean. Please, I really could use your help. I'm in pain right now. My back is really killing me. I've just been like 6 hours at my parents' after work, after I went to get groceries and supplies for them and for my family too, for my immediate family, me and my wife. Then I went over and cleaned it up. So fortunately we're going to have a visiting nurse, but I wanted to make sure it was like immaculate for when there's a visiting nurse to help with my dad's issues at home. So my mother keeps a very tidy house, but my dad has domain over the bottom floor, the basement. It's a game room. I just cleaned it for him 2 weeks ago and it was already a mess again. And then I reorganized stuff. So, there's a place for the nurse to visit, her, bring her stuff and, change things that he needs changed. His catheter, because he's having some issues. But yeah, so I was doing all kinds of stuff. He doesn't organize his clothes. He doesn't organize his movies, his music, and he just has stuff everywhere. I would just use YouTube stuff. I'm telling you. Oh, Joe is here. Hey, Joe, I'm glad you're here because there's some great news.
Oh, yeah? What is it?
Well, if you see the thumbnail.
I did not see the thumbnail. I just, hang on. I was just watching a movie. I was watching this 1981 Tobe Hooper movie, The Funhouse. And I got to say, I didn't love it. It's okay. It's okay. love to hear Perp's. I bet Perp is the horror movie expert. I'd like to hear his thoughts on it, but I thought it was just okay.
Mhm. Oh, look who has joined us.
Hi and hello, everybody.
Sorry it's so late, guys. I don't intend to be a long stream tonight. I don't even think I'll do the mailbag. I just wanted to I feel bad I left Teladia high and dry yesterday. I was supposed to do MME International. Unfortunately, I've had to make some changes. I can't let Momo in my room anymore. I've developed an allergy because I was like having an asthma attack the other day. I couldn't do it. And I love cats. I love animals, but
Speaking of which, where the hell's my inhaler? I could use it right now.
yeah, so if I visit you, Joe, I'll bring my Benadryl or something. Because I'll be honest with you, Joe. I'm probably going to come to too many games again, but I don't know if the other people are coming out. So if you're okay with me staying again, that would probably be the easiest way for me to do it.
Yeah, I mean it's fine with us.
Yeah.
Long, I mean we'll have to get
we'll do something fun.
We'll have to look at the dates first. Like I don't know. I mean, we got to make sure we're here. I don't know. Christine, for all we know, might have a vacation on the schedule or something. So I don't know.
Okay.
But yeah, if we're here, you're welcome.
Sure. And then we'll do something fun like go bowling or something one of the days because I know you don't want to go to the actual con. So I'll if Rhea's still coming out.
But the movie theater, right? Remember the movie theater that was right next to the convention center that went out of business?
Mm-hmm.
They're back in business.
That's
so
great.
there's a movie theater right outside, and it's open.
Maybe we could do a Tape Hunters episode while I'm over.
Maybe. Oh my God, Rhea! I gotta tell you, Rhea, holy cow! I'd been there before, but it had been like 20 years. My friend, the Philly captain, who's like the foremost authority on all things Philly, he swears up and down that John's Roast Pork has the best cheesesteak in Philadelphia. Like I said, he's the expert. So Dave Perillo and I went down this past week to John's Roast Pork. Video's dropping tomorrow. There's going to be it's a Crazy Joe Adventure video. You can watch the video. The cheesesteak there is next level. Like, I mean, we got so much good cheesesteak in the Philly area, but that was like, there's not even a contest. It is the greatest I think I've ever had. It's so good. I brought Christine home one because she said she wanted one. Then she couldn't finish it. And she's like, you want to eat the other half? So I had it 2 days in a row. I'm craving another one now. It's just so good.
And that's not to say Brian might not visit me, but I'm thinking Brian, if he gets out here, I'm gonna take him to the lake and go fishing and swimming and go do some other stuff with him instead of the too many games. So if he, because he's like, maybe I just want a vacation. A lot of us workers in customer service, it's a sad thing. A lot of customer service reps don't get a lot of vacations. You know that? It's a hard life. It really is.
You should move to Philly and work for my company. My company gives a ridiculous amount of vacation.
My company does too. It's just that, well, I get 3 weeks because I've been there so many years. I don't know if you're doing more than that.
I mean, I'm also at 3 weeks, but I've only been there for 3 years. Like they just, when I get to 5 years.
Yeah, I had to get 3 weeks. I had to get 5 years, and my company's good. The thing that takes up so much of my time is the FMLA help of my father and my mother. And then you unfortunately with that, even big companies that accommodate family medical leave, you have to use your vacation time first. So it's very hard for me to, and I get bank holidays, so that's good. But how are you guys doing? I do have really good news on this stream too. We have 24 people watching. Please like this video. I'm struggling here. My left wrist hurts too from mopping and cleaning and wiping because my dad's just not good at that. He just doesn't. He's in pain a lot too, so there's an excuse. But honestly, even when he wasn't, he was not the best at cleaning and decluttering. So I always have to go over to help him out. And then my mother comes down because she comes down to visit him in his game room, but she's like, and then she'll be like, I'm doing it myself. I'm like, no, Mom, don't. She's one of those moms. Don't, you're not doing it. You're going to hurt yourself. Go away. But how are you, Voltaire?
I'm good. I'm good. Late night stream for everybody.
Yeah, it was just, I was just so busy. And tomorrow I do have an FMLA day again we're finally getting the nurse over there early in the morning, but I could like sleep in like 30, 40 minutes before I hop over there, run some errands. And then, well, basically he had cancer a long time ago, which they removed his prostate, and he's been cancer free since, but he's had issues there, and he had a mechanism put in to help him with, restroom stuff.
Yeah.
And it's malfunctioning, and he's having, with his dialysis, he's having problems using the restroom. So they have to put a catheter in. And you can only have a catheter so many days without risk of getting infected. And he's really having a hard time getting a doctor to get the device taken out, because it's just like, this isn't working anymore. It was years ago. So there's some issue there with it actually doing what it's supposed to do. And he's very grumpy. And so basically, now that we have a nurse coming to change the catheter once every 30 days until we get everything else figured out. I'm like, I said, basically, until we go doctor, until we get this figured out, we just got to have someone come to change it, because the other, we were having to go to the hospital each time to get it changed before. And now it's a step to have a nurse come to the house. So it is hospital every time he just needs that changed, until probably another surgeries down the line. So that's what's going on. It's a big headache.
Yeah. Well, if you're not going to do it, who is, right, bud? That's what it's like when you have elderly parents,
Yeah. So, but I was like overwhelmed tonight. And I called Bruce. I'm like, oh, I don't know if I'm going to stream tonight. It's just been so crazy. I feel bad about Taladia. I left them hanging the other day. But I'm glad it's it's at least set up for nurse tomorrow, and then
comedy act,
and then do some more errands, and I at least can sleep in a little bit, and it's on a Friday, so that's nice. That's nice. I get a little bit of a break in the morning.
Well, I'm getting new toilets installed tomorrow, so that's
Oh, really? Is it going to be like elite with a bidet in it?
So I'm not. I don't endorse those. I know people love them. I personally don't like
the attached.
I just like the attachment personally. So yeah,
okay.
I have new bidets to attach to the new toilets that come in.
All right. Still never tried one.
Well, that's a mistake.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if I'm in a nice swanky hotel.
You don't need it.
I don't want to use what?
You don't need to be in a nice swanky hotel for like $35, $40.
I keep imagining my first time. My first time of the day. Remember Crocodile Dundee, where he's like cleaning his shoes or something?
Yeah.
That's where I was first introduced to a bidet. That's honestly the first time I was like, what is that? When I was a kid watching that. My grandfather loved that movie. All the time, Crocodile Dundee. I think he kind of liked kind of had a celebrity crush on the lady star in that movie too.
Very attractively.
Yes. So we had some bidet talk. Let's get to the big story. I really only have one story tonight. Let me make sure. First First, I want to say, let me make myself bigger. I was wrong. At least from what James Gunn is saying, I was wrong, Joe. I underestimated Gunn.
About what?
How many projects he's getting started. There's actually talk that he is actually going to, just like they announced Supergirl officially,
Yeah.
that they're actually going to start looking for Batman. And he was on Threads or Twitter. As long I mean, I didn't do my due diligence to make sure no one was like doctoring his threads, but I don't think they would. But someone asked him, and this isn't like the situation where like Supergirl, I think James Gunn was playing games with the Supergirl. Someone asked him, how much screen time does Supergirl have in the Superman Legacy? And all he responded is, who said she was in the movie? And that's not denying that she's in it, and that's not in it. And you could be playing games. Maybe she's on the movie. Maybe she's then credit sequence. But people run with, oh, debunk, she's not in it. That's not what it says. He just said, who said she was in it? He might just be playing games there. But this one, he definitively said, because this is and I will have to take the L here. Because remember, just a few nights ago, right, Voltaire, were you here in Joe, where I was saying I believe. Well, first off, I said Muschietti, I don't think is going to do it, so I could be wrong there, because if they are moving forward with it, it's probably still Muschietti. And then the other thing,
any scenario where he gets removed.
Well, okay, all right, Joe, I'm taking it out here. I'm taking it out, and then I said I think it's going to be put on the back burner until the Matt Reeves trilogy is done. The Matt Reeves trilogy. And then there's even more good news for you too, Joe, about what he's hinting at besides Batman. So what the talk is on right now is that they're going to start looking for Batman like they did for Corn Sweat and Millie and Lex. And there's movement there. And this is like before they even start rolling on Superman Legacy. And then someone asked him, just like I was thinking, is it true that Batman the Brave and the Bold won't premiere until after Matt Reeves' trilogy? And he said, no, that's not. So we may actually get Batman Brave and the Bold before the end of Matt Reeves' trilogy. And I didn't think that was going to happen, and I underestimated him. So, I mean, this proof still has to be the film, the announcements, who's Batman, and the film has to start going in production. But as for now, he's planning to go full steam ahead. And then the other thing that was on Twitter was he's like, I still have 2 big projects that I'm working on, getting rolling. So, I'm shocked. I didn't think there would be this many at the start, which is pretty exciting. So, what's your reaction there, Joe and Voltaire? Before I get to the really good news for Joe,
I don't think there's any reason to doubt James Gunn until he gives us a reason to doubt him. So I'm not surprised he has plans, and
I just did not think they were going to do Batman the Brave and the Bold when they're in the middle of a Batman Matt Reeves trilogy. I thought, it was an easy announcement to get people hyped, but then it'll be
that
later on.
Yeah, that is surprising.
I mean, but if this is accurate, he will have Superman, Supergirl, and Batman in his universe right away. That's pretty legit.
Yeah, I honestly would have been astounded if he waited until a third Batman movie, because then you wouldn't be introducing your Batman for years, and he's going to be a linchpin of this universe. It's one of the main characters. I wouldn't have seen any scenario where they would have waited for Matt Reeves to get a third Batman going before they introduced Batman. I think we'll probably see Brave and the Bold in 2027. Because 2025 we got Superman.
I mean, we'll wait and see. I mean, that was rumor. The rumor was that they were starting to look at Batman, and then right after that, I saw, which is on the thumbnail, if you want to see the proof of it. Now, someone could have doctored that. I don't know why they would, but it seems pretty legit. He said, no, that's not true. So in the combination with them looking for Batman, and he says it's not, they would have to get started, pretty soon. So you may even get Batman the Brave and the Bold going into production potentially before the Batman 2. I don't know.
It's interesting because how are they going to have these dueling Batmans going, or these? Well, okay, so one's a different universe, obviously, the Matt Reeves, whatever.
Yeah.
So then, what is the Penguin TV show?
Well, that's the Matt Reeves universe.
Yeah.
So they're going to have two. Wow, that's very brave and bold.
I don't think so.
Really?
I don't think so.
Batman simultaneously.
They're gonna be so different. They're gonna be like so different from each other because with the Batman, you have this real grounded, reality-based Batman, and with Brave and the Bold, we're gonna get the superhero Batman. We're gonna get the Batman that hangs out with guys like Superman. So I think tonally they're gonna be very different. I don't think anyone's gonna be confused.
You don't think
Well,
obviously. But
we are at 31 likes and we have 31 viewers and 17 likes. Help us get to 20 likes, everyone. And then 30 is a goal for the live stream. I'm actually getting really hyped about DC. I'm shocked.
CJH, that's exactly what's happening. The Batman Part 2 is coming out 2025, same as Superman Legacy. So you're getting the Batman 2 and Superman Legacy both in the same year.
All right.
This is
so
really
I'm very shocked with all this, and then they're really good news, and I hope I could let me see if I could find it on Twitter.
I'm sorry, one more thing though. So you don't think and forget about adults, but let's remember 12 and 13-year-old boys who are, a big audience for Batman. You don't think even 8-year-old boys to that kind of thing, that there's two different Batmans? You don't think that's a bit consumer confusion type of thing? Or
not really, because you got to remember the Brave and the Bold Batman is a Batman that's going to sell toys. Like the Batman, I don't know. That just
this is something that DC has consistently had issues with. Whenever they get, part of it is Warner Brothers. Whenever they do a few movies in, they start messing with too many things, and a lot of the times it's to sell more merch. Just like after Batman Returns, McDonald's said to Warner Brothers, "How are we going to sell these dark Batman toys in our Happy Meals?" And there's been a history of Young Justice was a really good animated show, but the action figures didn't sell well. So yeah. I do think there is a higher chance of James Gunn led universe selling more toys.
Because the Batman, I know people liked it. It was, critically well accepted. The fans liked it, but it wasn't a movie for kids.
It wasn't for an 8-year-old boy. No.
Yeah, there were action figures out for that toy line, but they sat on store shelves. Nobody wanted them because that wasn't a movie that appealed to kids.
The Batman, you're saying?
Yeah, they need something like an '89 Batman that sold toys to kids, and that's what you're going to get when you get them. But a Brave and the Bold that's going to have a Batman and a Robin, and it's going to be more of a more the 8-year-olds are going to be more interested in that than they are the Batman Part 2.
CGH Entertainment, $6.99 Canadian. Thank you, CGH. Batman and Superman could come out back to back like Iron Man and Hulk did. I hope so. I hope you're right. I mean, we still have to wait and see, but it seems like he's gonna try. If he could get announcements. All right, this is next level. If he could get, all right, before I didn't see this coming. If he could get the director of Supergirl and Batman cast before he starts rolling on Superman Legacy, That's legit. That's legit. If he could get all that done before he starts rolling on Superman Legacy, all those announcements.
That's another thing. He already put a director in place on Batman Brave and the Bold. Like you're not gonna.
I mean, I still think there's a chance Muschietti might not do it, but I think it's stronger because it's actually there's some movement on Batman.
There's no reason to think he's a Kathleen Kennedy announcer. He
No.
hasn't done that to us yet.
This is the other thing. This is the other reason I think there's issues with the Ray movie is because you see movement on this stuff. You don't really see any other announcements about the Ray movie, like other actors or actresses, or you just
They're
it's
still
not
working on the script.
well. I mean, but it's supposed to go into production. It was supposed to go into production around the same time, though, Joe.
Yeah, but there was a writer's strike. I think that pushed everything back.
Well,
Right.
what the same excuse for James Gunn? He's getting things done.
Yeah, but he had his script locked before the strike. he came out like a week before the strike and was like, "Yeah, we're finished the script." So,
Okay.
but yeah,
Well, what do you think of that, Voltaire? Announcements. What if he gets announcements for Batman the Brave and the Bold, like a Batman cast, and a director for Supergirl before he starts filming Superman Legacy, and then he's going right into Peacemaker season 2. That blows my mind about
And,
how much he's getting done.
Peacemaker season 2 is really going to help things out too, because Peacemaker was the most popular show in the world when it premiered. Like more people were watching that than any other show when that premiered. So that second season, there's a built-in fan base waiting for that. And now that that's going to tie in, the Peacemaker is going to be a commercial, basically for everything else. When if they start,
Well, it should.
putting the connections in there.
Yeah, which is why the Matt Reeves thing is troublesome to me in a way.
What do you think of that though, Voltaire? If he does that, I mean, it's still not definite that it's going to happen. But if he can accomplish that and then start filming, and then he's got all the wheels greased, ready on the track, ready to go. Like I did not see that they were going to have these things ready to go before he started filming Superman Legacy. I thought this stuff was going to wait till after.
So he's dynamic. That's really something. And if Warner Brothers is giving him this kind of leash to do this much, it's all very important.
I didn't think we were going to get this much this quick. I thought the slate, there was no like dates on the slate. It was just like, oh, we're going to do this, we're going to do that,
Yeah.
So the slate revisited a year later. Anthony, do you see what James Gunn's cooking? Not George Clooney.
Nah. Yeah, the updates and stuff like that. Yeah, that was good to know yesterday.
And then we still have to get to the good news for Joe. Okay, CJH Entertainment, $6.99 Canadian. People may hate it, but Joel Schumacher Batman will be the style DCU Batman will have to be to sell toys and families.
Bullshit.
It will be the great.
Whoa!
the most marketed, most merchandised Batman movie of them all
was 89.
Was the 89 movie. That movie more merch than anything. The Schumacher movies, if anything, the merch sat on the shelves, especially with Batman and Robin. People weren't buying.
You could actually find you could go on eBay and go Batman and Robin, Batman Forever merch, and it's like $3 or $10. Like it's cheap, like it's really cheap. You can even find the McDonald's toys, the Happy Meals toys, whatever. See, they have Happy Meals, but all those toys.
There was a great there's a great documentary on Prime that I watched not long ago. You can watch this documentary on Prime called Batman and Me, and it's about a guy who was obsessed with collecting Batman merch, and he had to have anything Batman was on, he had to have it. There was no exception. He had Batman ice cream and stuff from like 20, 30 years ago still in his freezer. Like that's how obsessive he was. And Batman and Robin was the movie that broke him. As soon as Batman and Robin came out, he couldn't bring himself to buy the merch, and that's where he stopped.
And also, like, don't get me wrong, like, there's some good moments in Batman Forever. Even those deleted scenes that Warner Brothers, you know, back in the day, back in 1990s, Warner Brothers was reactionary. They react to everything. You know, like the Schumacher cut, it has some great deleted scenes, and you know, Warner
Well,
Brothers forced them to take it back.
I love you, Isaac, but I got to correct you. I do not hate even Kathy Kennedy.
No,
I dislike the stuff she did, and I was critical of James Gunn. And we still have to wait and see, but he's doing a lot more than anyone else in these movie universes has done. Like being in charge of the whole universe and being a director himself. Like,
I think the reason why he doesn't want to pull,
if he can pull this off, I'm amazed.
I think the reason why you don't want to put like release dates for movies is because like if a director leave or if a delay happens, like about oh my god, how many delays is this movie gonna get? Like that's the reason why he hasn't put any release date for it.
But I never hated James Gunn. Never. No.
Keep in mind, James Gunn so impressed Kevin Feige that he was going to be Kevin Feige's right-hand man. He was basically the co-author of the MCU until he got fired for the tweets.
There was rumors that that was above Feige that came down to have him fired, and Feige was not happy because he was sort of like grooming him, not in the bad sense of the word grooming, but grooming him to help with the universe going forward.
Yeah.
And that might have been why it suffered so bad, you know?
That's a really good point.
Alan Horn was the guy who fired him from Disney. And now Alan Horn is an advisor for Warner Brothers. So some people have joked around that maybe Alan Horn was playing the long game and was like, I'm gonna go over to Warner Brothers in a few years. I'm gonna need him over there. So let me fire him from Disney. And
he's not the right. He's not the
Tony
right
movie
anymore,
Chappie,
but,
District 9, Neil Blomkamp fan, $4.99. You know, Tony movie Chappie. I gotta see Gran Turismo. Didn't Neil Blomkamp do Gran Turismo?
He did. I haven't seen it yet. And
that's the one I want. That's the one I want to see. And I hope there's a Neil Blomkamp resurgence. I really do.
It's on Netflix. It's on Netflix.
Oh, it is? Okay. What do you guys want to see from Batman the Brave and the Bold? Honestly, for me, I have like no expectations whatsoever because I've had so many great Batman stories. I mean, the only thing I would say that I wanted to see was Ben Affleck as Batman again.
The biggest robbery in history.
That's not going to happen if they get a new Batman. I just don't want to have any expectations at all, or like, just show me what you got. Honestly, that's the great thing about Batman. There's so many great Batman stories already out there, Batman movies. I'm just like, show me what you got. I don't read the comics. I should, so I don't know where they're pulling from, like the comic run. So I'm just up for anything. I'm interested to see who they would get.
I'm hoping that the title is a clue as to what kind of a movie it'll be.
Which based from the Grant Morrison comic.
Well, when I hear Brave and the Bold, the history of that title, Brave and the Bold, in the comics, when you were in the 80s, if you were 70s and 80s, if you were reading Batman Brave and the Bold, and then it carried over to the animated series a few years ago, Brave and the Bold was a team-up title. It was Batman and another hero. Batman and, every month he had a different guest star. And that is, number one, a great way to build a universe, because it gives you the opportunity, it gives you a venue to introduce new characters. And number two, it's a very distinct flavor from what Matt Reeves is doing.
That's true. It's easy to discern. CGH Entertainment, $2.79 Canadian. Blue Batman will be the way to do Brave and the Bold. There was that animated series that was like that, and it was called Batman the Brave and the Bold, or that had a lot of team ups. I want to revisit that.
Oh, such a good show.
Yeah,
that is a good show, actually.
If you do, I mean, not that I really necessarily want to see a blue or gray Batman, but if they did, it would be easy to differentiate it from.
I'd give a kidney for the blue and the gray Batman. I
would
would
slow
like-
down,
like,
Joe. So you need both
that
those.
would be like my greatest dream to see blue and gray Batman on.
Well, the thing is, you could do it. It depends on how it look. That's the thing. Like
James
that's what
Gunn
James.
will find a way to do it. I really do believe he
That's
will.
the reason why James Gunn say like you're not going to see the costume until I reveal it, because you're going to be
Seems like a-
complaining 24/7 about it.
I am curious how they're going to do Damian Wayne if they.
I mean, he's an asshole. He's a bitch. That's what he
Well,
is.
no, I get it, but finding the right kid actor to play him will be challenging.
You have to get somebody who's at least 12, 13, 14-year-old at least.
All right, and now here's the amazing stuff
It can,
for
it
you.
can be acted as 20.
Joe,
There's no
I
way.
think James Gunn hinted at this before, but I mean this is a recent. If this is accurate, 11 hours ago. This is what Joe wants. Justice
my
League
crew.
International.
That's my crew.
At Tom King. He added Tom King.
Oh yeah,
Joe,
Tom King posting that. Yeah,
Joe, you're probably gonna get everything you want, man.
Oh man, yeah. No, that if we do, it's a dream come true, man. It's a dream come true.
Can you believe this is what he's hinting at? Or how happy does this make you, man?
If we get the Justice League International, I couldn't be happier. Like that would be the greatest thing that ever happened.
This is what he's hinting at. You know, this is the type. I mean, if you really think about what James Gunn's assembling with the Justice League,
yeah,
what's the most likely version of the Justice League he's going to go with? This.
Yeah, it's international. It's different.
Do you have your comic there, Joe, that you could show people?
Oh, I got the whole run. I got.
But I'm just like. Now, this is not my favorite version of the Justice League. I'm not against it or anything.
No.
But I'm just like ecstatic that another fan is going to get to see this. That look how much Joe loves this run of international.
This is my favorite comic book of all time. Look, it's the book that introduced Maxwell Lord. We got Maxwell Lord was introduced in the Justice League. He was the leader of the Justice League.
And we got the news that he cast his brother as Maxwell Lord.
Yeah. There's, oh my God, it was the best
Booster
book.
Gold, Blue Beetle.
This was the best
Monster
book.
Manhunter, the Atom.
It was always described as it's funny because they leaned into humor heavily. They described it as it's funny till it's not, because you would be reading.
Griffin? I forgot his last first name.
Keith Giffen.
Yeah, Giffen.
Yeah, he just passed away. But yeah, he
got arrested. So
yeah, they used to say that it was funny till it wasn't, because they would lean heavily into the humor. But then, you'd be laughing, and then it would get deadly serious, when you least expected it. Like there'd be a death, or you'd be like, "Oh,
Joe, get hype, man! Get hype! This is James Gunn's hinting, man. Look at this.
I'm accidentally knocking over my Martians.
I'm so happy
this
for you.
This is like the second time he hinted at it.
I know.
The last time it was in response to me, because I flat out asked him. I said, "Hey, are you a fan of the Justice League International?"
And he said, yes.
Oh, do you have that? Do you have that still? Where he responded to you or whatever?
I don't have it handy.
It was a couple. I remember it was a couple months ago. He responded to Joe about it. He said, "Yes, I'm a fan of it."
What do you think, Voltaire? I don't know much about this version, but I'm just happy fans that love it, like Joe. He's gonna love this, man. It looks great.
It's good. He's featuring these other heroes a lot of people don't know about in DCU.
Yeah, Degrassi, the title of the comic book where the original Justice League was formed was The Brave and the Bold.
But but based on what we've covered so far, we've been 40 minutes in, and there's been a lot there. He is more ambitious than I expected. More ambitious right at the jump than I expected.
This makes me think he's going to release a giant roadmap at some point. He's just hinting at things now.
No, he said he's going to. He said he has a map that his team only has. He's not going to release it to the public, because you know how the public is.
Wait a second. He said he's not releasing a roadmap?
No. To the public. Not to the public yet. Not to the public yet. They have one.
Yeah, so they are going to. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, eventually,
He's got big plans, but he's hinting at all these things that are going to be on that roadmap.
Yeah.
If he can also If he can also get the Lantern series rolling too,
Well, you remember he's described the
that would be
Lantern
amazing.
He's
Yeah,
described the Lantern series as True Detective.
I know,
which
but if he
that's
actually
amazing
gets it
show.
rolling, because that's been in development hell for years.
Yes, for the last 5
Well,
years.
they already did Starro though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but that's the first appearance of the Justice League.
It is the first appearance.
Brave and the Bold number 28.
Hal Jordan, Aquaman, Wonder Woman, Flash, Martian Manhunter.
And something people often forget: Superman and Batman were not members of the Justice League originally.
Nope. No, yeah, that's true.
CGH Entertainment, $6.99 Canadian. James Gunn Batman's Rogue Gallery will look comic animated series accurate. I think. Bring back campy costumes.
Man, I don't think so.
I mean, that doesn't get me all wound up, but I'm like, okay, show me what you got.
Bro, he always say the story come first, and then maybe if they go with comic book accurate with suits and stuff like that. Like,
it's not the like Joe said, it's not the first time. This is probably at least the second time, at the very least the second time. And then he's adding Tom King, who's Tom King is part of his writers group.
yeah, he is, and I think he might be involved with the Superman of Tomorrow movie, which he wrote the comic off, which makes sense. So, it's gonna be some good stuff. I can't wait to see it. I also would love to see Justice Society of America, and stuff. So, not the
I really liked it. I liked the
not the one we saw in Black
Adam. I liked
that
the
was
JSA.
good. Yeah, that was good, but it was.
I wanted to see more of that.
Yeah. I'm sad we won't get to see more.
That's actually something interesting. They could bring back the very Justice Society. They could. You know why? Where did the Justice Society exist?
Never heard of them.
On Earth 2. The Justice Society existed on an alternate Earth. So you could easily bring those guys back because they're in an alternate Earth.
That's true.
I doubt it though, Joe.
I mean, you have Hawkgirl in Superman Legacy, and they haven't confirmed if there's two versions. I forgot what version she's playing. And then they haven't confirmed the guy who played Hawkman and Black Adam to come back yet. So, we'll see.
Well, while we're here, I'm going to save the mailbag for another day. But
There's none. You finished it the other day. You have to repost it. You have to put the.
Well, Isaac's been in there posting questions and topics, which is great. Thank you, Isaac. I'm going to have more time tomorrow to do some live streams and stuff. I'll bring up a few more, like 2 or 3 more topics real quick on Joe Blow while we're here. This is kind of interesting. I honestly did not have high expectations for Mr. and Mrs. Smith. That was the Brad Pitt, Angelina Jolie movie. Now they're part 2. Remember when they got together on that movie and then, broke up with Jennifer Aniston, and now they're done too. But Mr. and Mrs. Smith reboot with what's his name? Donald Glover.
Lando.
Maya Erskine, but it's actually getting really good reviews.
It's coming on when is it? 2 days?
I don't even know where you could see it at.
I know Amazon Prime Video.
Oh, it's Amazon Prime? Okay, then I'll check it out.
Aren't they doing all weird marketing stuff, like real life marketing, weird like
They did.
I don't know. I wasn't expecting much, but yeah, 9, amazing.
I heard good things. I mean,
February 2nd. Oh,
it's today.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Who is here surprised by that? I was not expecting much from this, but it's getting so good on Rotten Tomatoes as well. Let me bring up Rotten Tomatoes, Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
I'm not surprised because Glover is a great writer and a great producer. I'm not surprised about that. So
I'm honestly surprised they're doing Mr. and Mrs. Smith again because the movie was.
It's 20 years
fun. Yeah, the movie's fun, but I don't think it's a great movie. And this is the second time they've tried to turn it into a TV series.
Because MGM owned it.
The first time.
I didn't know they did a TV series. But look at this on Rotten Tomatoes. This is nothing to sneeze at. 91%. 53 reviews.
Back in 07, they turned it into a TV show for ABC. It starred Martin Henderson and Jordana Brewster.
Jeez.
Now,
Wait, put
I
that
will
up?
say there are issues with review sites like Rotten Tomatoes, but
For
when
sure.
it's something like this, and then you also get reviews on other sites like Joe Blow's kind of rough on some of these TV shows. When you're getting this wide swath of positive reviews, I was not gonna watch this. Not that I was against it, but I am definitely gonna check this out now. Definitely.
Yeah, Donald Glover's very likable, isn't he?
He is
Yeah.
very likable. I have never heard somebody say.
And
bad
I
things
kind of
about
like
this
the
guy.
premise of them
Never.
spies, too. I just I
Yeah,
wouldn't say-
that
I
he
don't even
doesn't know.
remember much about the movie. I just remember
That's the whole thing. I think that's why I agree with Joe's point. It's an interesting franchise to try to anchor it to. They could have just called this something different,
Yeah.
Mr. or Mrs. Spy or something like that, And I don't know what the point of this franchise, like using this branding, is.
I don't. I think it's because
An interesting
people.
choice.
I don't know.
Who
It's
knows
because
it?
maybe people
Who
like
under
it.
30 knows what the heck it is, even, Like,
Yeah.
seriously.
I mean, the movie came out in 2006. I mean, that's a long time.
I like Donald Glover a lot, but
Yeah,
I'm
he's very
against
good actor.
I'm against any project that holds up Solo in the Community movie. Let's get not Solo, Lando.
Oh,
Let's
it's
get
8
well,
episodes? Damn.
it's Kathy. Kathy can't make it happen
She
because
does- she's not
he's
doing
on
this.
board. He's on board for Lando now. He said
No,
he
well,
was.
he say that he's doing it. He's doing it.
Remember
But
when
it's
Kathy
up
made
to
the
him.
announcement and he wasn't ready? He was like, "I don't. What are you talking about,
Well, yeah,
woman?"
because he was doing Atlanta. That's why.
I think he forced her to put his brother into it, and that's what pushed him into doing it finally.
Okay.
Well, his brother is
His
now
production
doing
company. Yeah.
his production. The company's doing.
Well,
Not
that's
his
his
brother.
brother.
It
Now
came
his
out
brother.
today too that he's ready for the Community movie. He says the only issue is going to be his schedule. And,
It's 6 seasons in a movie.
yeah, and I just hope the one thing we haven't heard about the Community movie is everyone was asking, is Donald Glover going to be in it?
Of course.
That's great. That's great that he is.
Yeah.
Cool, because he wasn't in the last 2 seasons of the show. But I'm glad he's coming back. But nobody's asking the question: is Keith David and Paget Brewster going to be there? Because I want Keith David and Paget Brewster back.
That's a tough one. I don't think. Oof.
Keith David was basically our replacement for Chevy Chase when he left. So
I think. I don't. If they haven't not announced them, I don't think they will be back for this one. I think they might mention them how they're doing in the movie. For Peacock,
right.
the movie's
And
Peacock.
Donald Glover's
I'm
brother
sorry.
is writing the Lando movie, by the way.
I got to switch up
Right now.
topics because we have 2 more and then we're going to end tonight. All right. Beetlejuice 2. I've been
Yes,
really looking
sir.
forward to. Joe, are you looking forward to Beetlejuice 2?
I am, but I gotta say I was more excited for the Beetlejuice sequel we almost got in the 90s.
Okay,
one?
fair enough.
Beetlejuice Goes Hawaiian.
Oh, I would love to
Oh.
rational. I'm just in pain right now. I don't know. I got to get up. Well, I got to get up in the morning. Tomorrow night for sure, rational. And I got to tell you, thank you, rational. I've been loving Tekken 8. When my cousin was over, we played it a bunch. Okay, so Beetlejuice 2, Voltaire, Anthony, what do you think? I'm really looking forward to this.
Super pumped for this. Super.
Is Tim Burton coming back to direct a movie in a long ass time?
More like Beetlejuice.
I love
Nice.
I love Tim Burton and everything. He did great with Wednesday and stuff. I know he's doing Wednesday season 2, couple episodes, I believe. So yeah,
Tim Burton hasn't been
honestly-
good at late, but I think this will be a return to form.
Honestly, Wednesday is the thing that gives me a lot of faith here because I think I was a huge Tim Burton fan. I think Tim Burton's really fallen off in recent years.
Absolutely.
But Wednesday was so good. That's actually what kind of makes me think.
You know what's
maybe-
crazy? That the Wednesday was created by the people who did Smallville.
And they wrote the script for this.
Yeah, they wrote it, and Tim Burton agreed to
Well,
it. He
it,
did a couple
it
episodes.
talks about the 1991. Jonathan Gems was hired to write a sequel that was going to be Beetlejuice Goes to Hawaii.
Oh, yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, he was going to have a surfing competition against some demon.
I
It's
could
like,
see why. I could see
I
why.
love to have seen that
I
movie.
could see why Tim Burton's like, nope.
No, Tim Burton was behind that.
Oh, really?
They couldn't crack the script. They couldn't get like the script they were happy with.
I wonder which version
They're
of the.
calling it Beetlejuice. That's it.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's the name of the movie.
Yep.
That's lame.
I mean, I know. You know, Roka said the same thing on his live stream earlier today.
The title of the movie, you can't make Beetlejuice if there's not going to be a Beetlejuice.
I actually agree with that. This means you have to do a third one because you need that title.
And they will. That means
I
they
think they
plans
will.
for it.
I think this is coming up
No,
September.
That's pretty quick.
We'll get Beetlejuice 3 in another 30 years.
What do you think of the poster?
It looks dope. I like it. It looks dope. I enjoy it.
You know what? I looked at the poster. I looked at the date. The wait is almost over. And I didn't even look that it said it twice. That's the name of the movie.
Beetlejuice.
That's stupid. Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm really looking forward to the movie.
Here's the thing, though.
That's lame.
Here's the thing, though. I'm excited for it. We're all excited for it. But does this movie stand a chance at the box office? Because
Degrassi says prepare for maximum disappointment.
Well, I don't know. I don't know.
It's a great cast.
I don't know that this movie can stand a chance, though, because I don't know that the younger generation even knows who the hell Beetlejuice is.
Well,
they don't.
Joe,
they do know who Jenna Ortega is.
Yes, they know Jenna.
Degrassi says, Joe, you might be in luck. It's a bit of a mashup of dead scripts. They kind of combine things when stuff's in development hell. They kind of combine stuff from all versions.
They do.
That's how we got Wrath of Khan. Yep. Wrath of Khan was a mashup of about 20
I mean, listen, this younger generation know Jenna. They know William Dafoe. They know him.
The younger generation knows William Dafoe. How?
Yeah, but Spider-Man.
For what?
He's a sex symbol for the kids.
Yeah, you don't know Spider-Man? He was in Spider-Man.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but that was how many years ago?
And No Way Home?
No, 2 years ago. No Way Home.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah,
He was in No Way Home.
Yeah, so they know him.
No, I appreciate it, Isaac. I'm too tired to get to it tonight. That's all. Thank you.
He
I'm
loves
very
your
happy.
messages, Isaac.
Yeah.
Oh,
I really appreciate
it. I would love that.
So
Dinosaurs
I'm excited for the movie, not the title. The poster was kind of, not that exciting.
Hopefully we
get
it.
Here's the thing. I'm surprised that this is not going to do well. People forget Michael Keaton carried movies for many, many years, and he did it well. And I think he showed us, in The Flash that he still has it. So I still feel like he can bring a movie home.
He still, no question, he still has it as an actor. But as I kept reading, pundits say, a lot of the pundits reacting to the Flash's box office, including William at Sci-Fi Center, a lot of people were saying, well, yeah, but you got to remember the audience, the younger audience has no nostalgia at all for Michael Keaton as Batman. And if Michael Keaton as Batman doesn't carry weight with a younger audience, then is a character who appeared in one movie and 30 years ago going to?
Well, I think because he won't look old, in the Beetlejuice costume, right? So I think kids have a hard time looking at old people and saying and being excited about them. He's not going to look anything like an old man.
The general audience know Jenna. They love her. Yeah. They see every movie that she does.
Let's switch.
I think it would do good. I think depending on the budget, it probably could make like 200 million. That wouldn't be bad.
We'll see. Quentin Tarantino.
Oh, love
last
Tarantino.
Movie. The
That's
film
a lie.
critic.
I don't believe that.
You don't believe it's his last movie?
I believe he believes it's his last movie.
Yeah,
but he's going to change. He's going to change his mind.
If he really gets high ratings on all of them, this is his 10th movie and decent box office. Why would he?
He never had a bad rating in his movies. All his movies are perfect score.
Because this isn't about bad reviews or box office. This is about a personal thing with him where he thinks filmmakers don't get better with age and he wants to go out on top. I get it, but I also think 3-4 years down the line, I believe he believes it. He says this is his last movie. I don't think he's lying.
Can you imagine
this is?
This? All right, I don't like everything Tarantino. Like I disagree with Tarantino on certain things.
I love Tarantino and everything.
I appreciate his films, but can you imagine? Let's say Steven Spielberg or Ridley Scott, if they followed this pattern and they said, "I'm only going to make 10 films," I believe that the films they release would be even better than what you're getting from Spielberg and Scott, because they would be that much more laser focused on those 10 projects.
But this has held him back though too, Quentin Tarantino.
I don't think so. Why?
I'll tell you why. Because he came up with a Star Trek movie.
Oh yeah,
and everyone who's read the script says it was amazing. Like everyone who's read it said it would have been great. They're like, this was great. This was terrific.
Well,
and he wouldn't make the movie because he said, well, I can only make one more movie. I set 10 movies for myself, and I don't know that I want this to be my last movie.
It makes it more of an event. What if Nolan's kind of spreading himself too thin? Like his last film, Oppenheimer, was great. He's getting an award.
It's a masterpiece. He's one of the Oscars.
But before that, he was doing lots of stuff. Tenet. What if he did something similar? I'm only doing this many movies. It would be even more epic when they got a release.
I mean, for Tarantino, listen, he has 10 movies. I think 10 movies, right?
This is the 10th. The movie.
Yeah, the 10th movie.
I like the premise too.
I do like the premise. 10 movies. Yeah. I know he did a couple of TV shows. Wrote a couple of TV shows. Other than that, yeah, this will be out for. I mean, if this is his last movie, this will be a.
And I do think he'll be more producing and helping other people, and Ryan Landis is here. Hey, Ryan, missed you. Hope you're doing well. Hope you and your family and friends.
Oh no, I do agree. Well. I do agree with Brian. He probably will do all this.
Joe makes a good point. What if he figures a brilliant script out in 7 years? He might do it. That kind of thing.
He's a movie lover.
He'll do a Netflix show. And
I actually think that he'll do producing and other things. Maybe he'll still write. I don't know. Produce. Maybe he'll direct TV series instead.
Oh yeah, he said he wants to do Bounty Law, the show from Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. He wants to do that for Netflix.
Yeah.
So yeah, he'll do other things. But look,
he might do spin-offs of his projects.
At heart, he's a movie guy. He's a movie guy,
movies.
And his love of movies is the bug is going to hit him, and he's gonna have a story he wants to tell. That's what I think. I don't know. We'll see.
No, Anthony, I know, but at this pace, do you think what's Nolan going to be up to in like 10 years?
In 10 years,
he'll be up for like 30 movies.
He'd probably be up by 20 movies by now.
And I'm not saying I want him to slow down. I'm just saying the quality would probably increase.
Even Nolan is like, listen, after I won the Oscars, for Best Director, that's what he's winning. He's gonna think of his next movie, just like every director.
Degrassi says he turned in Beverly Hills Cop, Friday the 13th, and Star Trek.
Nolan's also done 12 movies, and half the time it took Tarantino to do 10.
Yeah, but Nolan is not as good as Tarantino. So
listen. As much I love Nolan, Tenet was dog crap. Other than that, from Tenet, there
were a few in a row that were not very good after The Dark Knight Rises.
I don't like a lot of his movies. I think my least favorite of his movies is The Prestige. I was so
angry. Oh my God, that's one of his best, Joe.
Oh, I hate that movie.
I love that movie. I try to watch that movie every year.
I walked out angry. I walked out of that movie angry.
Stop. No, but other than that, like Tarantino, Brad Pitt makes sense.
Here, I think if Tarantino did more movies, it would start to be like Tim Burton.
It would
be like too much. This style is too like style over substance. If he kept doing more, but it's still, even though he has a similar style in his movies, it seems fresh when he finally makes a movie.
And I respect also like he said he likes superhero movies.
And I'm happy Brad Pitt is back. I like the combination. Brad
He was
Pitt
good he was good in Once Upon a Time Hollywood. He was good in that one.
Mm-hmm.
So Tarantino has said in an interview that every script he writes, he sends to DiCaprio first and says, "Is there any part you want in this?" And then
There's rumor he might be in it for a
so-
small cameo for this one.
well, the DiCaprio must have passed.
There's gonna be I think there's gonna be a lot of cameos in here.
There's gonna be there's rumors that he might be doing a cameo for this. Well, Samuel Jackson is in the movie.
Let's read the plot. As far as the plot goes, we don't know all that much about the movie critic. Only that it was set in California in 1977. Will be based on a guy who really lived but was never really famous, and he used to write movie reviews for a corno rag.
Oh yeah, he talks about this. I remember he did talk about that. Like he grew up and he read the
when Tarantino was a teenager, he had a job loading corn magazines into a vending machine. I wonder how much. I wonder if all of them ended up in the machine with the young Tarantino.
You remember, it's a brilliant concept because back in the 70s, porn mags weren't just porn mags; they were men's lifestyle magazines too. They had
corn.
The old joke, I buy it for the articles. There were articles in porn mags back in the day.
He said corn. What the hell's a corn? Is that like an agricultural thing or something?
No, I say that so I could clip it out and it doesn't immediately get demonetized. But thank you, everyone.
It's a movie based out of Iowa, Joe. That's what's going on.
A corn mag.
Oh, yeah. You want to hear something funny? We're driving to Kira. Kira's 8 years old. She's in the car. We're driving to get her glasses. And on the road, we passed a store called Adult World. I'll let you use your imagination as to what they sell in Adult World. Well, Kira, about a couple months ago, said, "Mommy, do you shop in Adult World?" And my wife said, "What do you think they sell in Adult World?" And she said, "Things adults like coffee, kitchen appliances." So we're driving today. We passed Adult World, and she says, "Daddy, you know what would be funny if you went into Adult World and all the cast members." She called the staff cast members because she's obsessed with Disney World. She goes, "All the cast members were kids and not adults."
Oh,
that would be super creepy, but
yes,
fed by an innocent child.
Well, that's funny. Up to a point, and then it. Okay, thank you for sharing, Joe. All right, so I wanted to read the rest of this. What we know about the movie critic. All the other stuff was too skanky to read, but then there was a corno rag that had a really interesting movie page. So Tarantino, I didn't hear this story before. He was intrigued by the movie article in the Corno magazine. That's kind of interesting. He wrote about mainstream movies and he was a second string critic. I think he was a very good critic. He was cynical as hell. His reviews were a cross between early Howard Stern and what Travis Bickle might be if he were a film critic.
Jeez.
I'm really looking forward to this project. And I think it's an event that at least for now, it'll be his last movie.
It's $1 billion movie.
Yeah.
I mean, his last one made like 500-600 million. It could. That's good. I'm not surprised. So I can't wait. I'm definitely seeing it in 2025.
I do think he's gonna stick to at least not directing movies.
No, I think he's gonna.
I think he'll produce,
write for TV, stuff like that. He did like Degrassi said. He wrote for TV before, so yeah.
He should start doing miniseries for Netflix, that kind of thing. Like if you watch Hateful Eight, the way they split it up into a miniseries on Netflix into 4 parts, it's way better than it's a director's cut split into 4 parts. It makes it a lot better.
Anthony, I know us as fans, we've been asking for Kill Bill 3.
Oh, look at Degrassi.
And Dango. We've been asking for Kill Bill 3 for a long time.
Kill Bill 3 is not going to happen after what's her name talk crap about him.
No, they're friendly again though.
No, they're friendly. They're friendly.
They were after she said he was kind of a jerk and almost got her killed.
No, they reunited and they talk it out and stuff like that.
So they say. I don't buy it. He's still pissed.
No, but I mean, but she said her daughter could play the character.
Real quick news of Twitter. Good news of Twitter. Bring a new look at Sophia Boutella as Cora. And
she always looked badass. I have nothing to say about her.
She looks great. I
heard she was good in She was good in Gargoyle or whatever.
Yeah, different look there. Blood splattered wife beater. I guess she's wearing.
Hey, did anyone see the trailer for this new movie that dropped today? Or at least I think it dropped. I just saw it today.
Which one?
A trailer dropped for a movie with Julia Louis-Dreyfus called Tuesday. Did
No, I
anyone
didn't.
watch this trailer? It's an A24 movie, and it looks really interesting. It's basically Julia Louis-Dreyfus's daughter is dying, and death comes to prepare them in the form of a talking parrot.
What the hell?
But it's not like a talking, like a real talk. It's not like, you know, "Ah, you're gonna die," you know, not like that. But it's got like a deep voice, and it's like it's trying to prep them.
I would have preferred Polly the parrot going at it with
Wrong tube. I was drinking water. Joe.
You got to watch this trailer. It looks really
No,
good.
the way you did the parrot. Oh, you're gonna die.
Well, time to go into the ever after.
Well, can you believe that Gina Carano and Geeks and Gamers are in the same place as as Back to the Future?
I have met Leah Thompson.
Oh,
and she is the nicest celebrity.
I had a crush
ever
on her.
met. She is. I can vouch. She is the nicest celebrity I have ever met. And local boy, you know, Philly area native, Tom Wilson, great guy. So it's a shame that they're in the same place as some of the trash of the internet.
Here's Freddie Mercury and his cats. Those are some big cats.
He's not allergic.
Yeah.
I wonder if they're still alive.
No. Oh, this is actually fun. I really like Kevin Bacon. I love that him and Kira are still together too. Kira Sedgwick. They seem like a great couple. He's singing to his.
I forgot he's the singer.
Yeah, you know, alpacas. They're bunch. This dark one here, Electra, friendly. The one standing in the back there, Kate, pretty friendly. But that one staring at me right there, Sharona, she has never given me the time of day. Have you, Sharona?
I think it's lo-fi enough that it's not going to get me a claim. My Sharona. I follow him on Twitter.
He was good in the Guardians Galaxy special.
My little pretty one. Pretty one.
The alpaca. I love him and Arnold. Arnold with his animals too. I love it. They're having a good time with they're having a great life, you know.
Give me some time, Sharona. Ooh, you make my motor run.
The alpaca's really interested.
Line, Sharona. Ooh, such a pretty girl with your pretty locks. You would make a pretty sweater or a pair of socks. My. Woo!
Kevin Bacon singing to his family's alpacas. Isn't that good news at Twitter? What do you think, Voltaire?
It's nice to see Kevin Bacon doing okay after, that whole thing with all the money he lost.
I didn't know about that.
He was one of the ones in that Bernie Madoff scam.
Oh, really?
One of the big victims.
I didn't know that. Huh.
It would be cool if James Gunn bring him back.
Oh, I love this holiday special.
He was a big part of the holiday special.
Oh, for sure. That was Kevin.
Yeah, could Kevin Bacon play himself in the MCU and the DCU? Could he be the multiverse link?
That'd be great.
Kevin Bacon holds the multiverse together.
Look, she started to pay attention when he was singing, then she turned her way. Sharona.
6 degrees of Kevin Bacon works in the multiverse.
Yeah,
Brandon.
Oh man, this is sad. One of the saddest stories in Hollywood history, man. I think, in my opinion,
gonna be a big star.
Oh
man.
my god, bro! I think if he would have been alive, you know how many movies he would have been done. Oh my god!
I think he would have been Neo in the Matrix.
He would have been. He would have been. Yeah, he probably would have. He probably would have been Leo. Or Brad Pitt of this generation.
He would have broke out after that role.
Oh, for sure. He would have gotten a ton of offers.
Twitch streamers are
Southeast Asia.
are doing pretend weather forecasts.
No way.
Here's a dog that's so happy. The guy coming to visit rescued him when he was a pup. And he's at his forever home. But I love seeing animals that happy. Look at that. All right. Sorry.
Oh,
Panda Express.
That's exciting.
Panda Express is consistent wherever you get it, everybody. That's
that
a
is
good
true.
thing. It's not the best Chinese food, but you can get it in an airport in Chicago or in your hometown. It tastes the same.
Oh,
It's
look at this.
100% real panda too.
I followed this on Twitter. Classic Rock. I love this picture of Jimmy. Whew. I need to get a Jimi Hendrix cassette tape.
Super chat.
Tony movie Chappie District 9 Neil Blomkamp fan $1.99. Thoughts on Toby Emmerich possibly going to Netflix?
I mean, he's a Warner Brothers. like I don't see him leaving Warner Brothers.
I think he applied for Netflix, Tony. Haven't heard any movement of him actually going there. Zach's already there.
It's just they're just looking at people to
him and
replace
Zach don't get along. That's my thoughts. I haven't heard any move. If you have any updates on him actually going to Netflix, I'd be surprised.
I mean, we find out who will be Scott Stewart's replacement for Netflix in the next couple of months.
Lana Del Rey. I've started to listen to some of her music. She did
Make some good music. I heard she made some good music.
Because I've been making mixtapes, best covers of all time. She did a cover of that Sublime song, which is really cool.
Which one?
Anyone like Sublime?
I mean, they're
I
hits,
never listened to that.
but yeah, which one? Smoke Joints in the Morning? Is that the one she covered?
No.
I went to see Sublime live back in the day, but I left before they came and took the stage because I was actually there to see them.
Carter.
Who were you there to see?
Wesley Willis.
Doing Time.
Wesley Willis.
Doing Time.
God.
Doing Time. That's the Sublime song.
Okay.
What does this mean? Back in DC and ready to go out. I don't know what that means.
Well, she lives in DC, Washington.
Oh, I was thinking of DC Comics.
No. She lives in DC.
I was thinking she's back. She's hinting that she's working with James. Oh yeah, DC. Washington.
No, DC. Yeah, Washington. Yeah. I mean, she looks beautiful to this day. So
yes. Hey, my grandfather was watching Wonder Woman in the nursing home. Oh, I've never seen this. Did you see this, Joe?
I don't know.
Is that Michael J. Fox?
Yeah.
Playing guitar?
This is behind the scenes of Back to the Future. They're showing him, how to play the guitar.
Downstairs. Right.
I still got a cigarette going.
Oh, wow.
That's great. Huey Lewis. Huey Lewis was one of my first concerts. Isn't that cool to see this? I never saw this before.
Damn, he learned that shit fast.
Perfect.
He learned that shit. Damn, he's really good at memorizing.
Oh, wow. Degrassi. He once gave Wesley Willis a ride from Shambana to Chicago. Let me ask you, Degrassi, was it a disharmonious hell ride, or was it that's why he called a bad bus ride, a disharmonious hell bus ride?
Did anyone see this?
Yeah, that was funny. I was laughing at that early this morning.
I gotta watch Curb Your Enthusiasm. I only seen a few episodes ever.
Oh, it's well worth it. Hilarious.
They said it's gonna be the final season.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, HBO final season. The video.
Last season was mediocre, truthfully.
We got some super chats. Let's actually watch it. Okay.
I saw this earlier today.
Yeah.
Wait.
It's audio. Oh man, he does this 2 times.
Oh my gosh, you love Elmo, don't you? Are you okay? Mr. Elmo liked you before.
Ask permission before you touch people, Larry.
That's funny.
Al Roker's confused. He really does look confused there.
They would have canceled the show, Elmo.
Man, Elmo's more popular than ever again. He was on Twitter asking how people feel.
Yeah, and everybody responded, and every singer and actress is responded to Elmo. That was great.
Yeah.
I almost got Elmo fired once.
You what?
I almost got Elmo fired once. It's a whole long story, but the guy who plays Elmo, I almost once got him fired.
Oh boy.
I leaked his name, not
Doxing
knowing it was a secret. Yeah, because Kevin Clash was the performer of Elmo for many years, and he had some issues where he was accused of doing some inappropriate things, of which he was cleared. But for image, he had to step away and quit Sesame Street. And they had not announced the name of the performer who had taken over. And I heard from a friend who the performer was, but I didn't know if it was true. So I went on the internet and I was like, on a Muppet forum, I wrote, "Hey, is it true that
Muppet forum?
yeah, Muppet Central." And I said, "Is it true that Ryan Dillon is performing?"
Be careful there.
So is it true Ryan Dillon's performing Elmo now? I heard from a friend, Ryan Dillon has been performing Elmo, and I hadn't heard that anywhere. Well, what I didn't know was A, it was true. B, it had not been released to the press. And C, the next day, Ryan Dillon got called into the offices and reprimanded because it wasn't supposed to come out like that. So I got Ryan Dillon in trouble for putting that out there.
You need a show called Muppet Central.
What kind of chatter is there on the Muppet forums nowadays, Joe?
Well, Muppet Central's pretty much dead now. I mean, Muppet Central and Tough Pigs were like the two top. What are you laughing at, man?
Okay. But there's a Muppet message board. Is
funny. And my buddy, my buddy Chris, he's been on here before, who runs Muppet Stuff, the Muppet Stuff blog. So right now, Muppet Stuff blog and Tough Pigs are probably like the two top ones.
I never thought about this. Thank you for sharing, Joe. I never thought about this. This guy died, and they still made him go to work. Man, you can't even get rest when you're gone.
I know. MGM, Amazon's working on a new thing with Terminator. I mean, RoboCop. Jesus Christ! It's too late when I say something wrong.
Oh, this is a great story. The guy adopts a dog that's like 16 years old because he doesn't want him to go on his own at a shelter. And then he starts doing better. That's a great story. I love stuff.
Shout out to the people who rescued.
Now I didn't see this before. This is Prince Harry and his mother Diana's riding instructor.
Oh boy!
I mean, that is
no thing right in the responses.
That I'm sorry. I'm not saying I don't want to comment on it. She's not longer with us, but what do you think?
No. It's not as close as Trudeau and Castro over there in the comments.
Yeah.
Come on.
It looks a lot like him. I do wonder.
Does look like him.
I do wonder.
Hey, you never know.
Robert De Niro said in Raging Bull. Any woman in the right situation.
Priscilla is coming to Max.
It's directed by Sophia. Damn. Coppola, yes, thank you. Yes.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna say that right, but you're not.
Here it is.
No, don't show.
No, that's Muppet Central. I mean, like basically they don't really update it anymore. But
Flash Player is no longer supported.
$9.99 tenders plus $11.99 wing deal.
All you young kids, this is how the internet used to look.
Yeah, it's a shame. But if you Tough Pigs is the place to go for all your Muppet news now.
It is.
Were you Crazy Joe on that?
Anthony, behave. Horses wasn't the only.
There you go. Tough Pigs. See, they're still updating. There's John Tartaglia talking about the new season.
Right, calm down.
Doesn't WB own the Muppets?
No,
getting sidetracked with Muppets.
Disney owns the Muppets. The Henson Company owns Fraggle Rock, and Sesame Workshop owns Sesame Street.
Oh,
Green Day Dookie 30th anniversary.
Good golly.
I actually got that on my last tape hunt. $14 cassette tape. Dookie. My dad, he's like, Dookie. I'm like, it's not Dookie, Dad, it's Dookie. And then I didn't want him to say it because my mom said very.
I thought they were British.
Huh? But he thought they were British. He said Dookie. No, it's Dookie. There's even a monkey in the corner.
God damn.
That's a good album. That's probably my
It's an
favorite.
amazing album. Yeah. Even the album cover brings back a lot of memories.
Led Zeppelin, Robert Plant, John Bonham on a private plane.
1973.
Oh, here's another Cameron Diaz, Jamie. It's good to see Jamie Foxx back in action. Is this after his health scare?
Yes, after, yeah.
And it's called Back in Action. Years
That's a
after
good
giving
name,
life in the CA. I thought Cameron Diaz retired from acting.
Yeah, she did.
She
But
came back out recently.
Yeah, she did. But Jamie Foxx is gonna get the good old friends who come out of retirement.
No, I'm happy to see them both there. Like, especially because I thought she was done, and I'm glad to see Jamie Foxx is a great talent. Great to see him working again.
Hopefully, he does the Spawn movie we've been asking for.
Yeah, that's what we really want, Jamie.
I was just watching my favorite Cameron Diaz movie last night, Vanilla Sky.
I missed an opportunity to meet Cameron Diaz. I was dating a girl who was friends with her while she was dating Justin Timberlake, and I was going to go with her to Cameron Diaz's birthday party, but I just couldn't hang in the relationship. It was a big mistake. I was a young man. I thought I hung around for a while, and I could have gone to that birthday party, and I realize now it was a big mistake.
That could have changed your whole life.
Who knows?
Who knows? Yeah. Here's medieval MMA. This is kind of interesting. I think it's
great.
I would watch this. I think it's safer than regular MMA.
I'd buy that for $1.
I would have. This is medieval. I got to find out if this is like. I just saw this randomly on Twitter. What do you think, Joe? Medieval MMA? Would you watch this?
Probably not.
Probably not. He's got a helmet on.
It's a bit rough. This is in some foreign country. This is not going to be allowed. This is not going to fly in America.
I think this is safer than regular MMA. I'd rather watch this than people without helmets on.
No, thank you, Max. What make MMA special is the people killing themselves.
Oh.
And fighting. And throwing hands
Donald
and
Glover
punches and kicks.
is hinting that the community movie script is done. I'm all in.
Of course he
That's
is.
what
He
Joe
has to. Yeah. 6 seasons and finally a movie, yes.
Name an actor that was born for the role they played.
Oh, man.
Hugh Jackman.
Yeah, that is true.
I think Tom Selleck would have been fine in that role.
Oh my God, bro! This showrunner been run. I'm sorry, bro, but this showrunner been running his mouth for the last 10
Oh,
hours.
really?
Like, bro.
The one
like,
that left?
so-
The one that
No,
left?
this
or
one. The new one. This one.
Oh, okay. So
Like,
it says
like,
the
bro.
genocide of the air nomads will be shown for the first time in live action.
Of course, you have to. Yeah.
I gotta show that?
I mean, yeah. I hate the animated. Bro, stop.
Oh, this is a great. I love seeing this. A
Oh, shout out
Daredevil
to
fan.
Charlie.
I gotta say, Save Daredevil went through a similar thing as Restore the Snyderverse or Release the Snyder Cut. And I know people don't like Snyder fans, but the Save Daredevil fandom is pretty positive. That's all I'm saying.
Yes, they
And
both pretty much got what they wanted.
Yeah, but I love look at this young fan, getting he's there with Kingpin
Hey,
too.
D'Onofrio.
What a well-dressed
A lot of
Kingpin.
time.
Yes,
That's awesome, man. I'm so happy. Daredevil's back. All right, I'm trying to get to.
I sent you something on Twitter, Max.
Hey, go back to Daisy Ridley. You passed Daisy Ridley.
That is arguably the sexiest outfit ever. I agree. that she looks terrific.
That is a good outfit.
Look like this is lazy town villain ass outfit. What the hell?
Oh, I know what that person's talking about. Lazy
I don't know
town.
what that means.
I'll go back after I'm trying to find one thing before I.
Mm-hmm.
Succession writer Francesca Gardner is one of the 3 finalists being considered for the creative lead of the Harry Potter TV series.
Why not? I mean, makes sense. The show literally won an Emmy. So
Max original
and a
Harry
ton of
Potter.
Emmy. So yeah,
I'm pumped for that.
No, I'm very happy for the younger generations too that they're going to get some young talented people to be in there.
is it gonna be better than the original cast? Hell no. But good luck trying. That's all I gotta say.
They should bring back Ron Weasley.
Look at Dune 2 cast. Look at that.
They all look great.
That's a fire cast.
Was
And
Florence
who doesn't love
Pugh?
Florence Pugh?
Was Florence Pugh in the first one?
No.
No. She's in the second one.
There was Austin Butler.
Yes, but they're following the book. That's why.
They're planning to maybe do a third one.
Did they get rid of Momoa? Is he not coming back?
He's coming back. I think he's coming back. Yeah.
The Batman Part 2 will be released in 610 days. Don't count on it.
Yeah. Start filming this summer.
Anyone But You, the Valentine Encore. They're releasing an extended cut.
This movie's a hit, isn't it?
Yes. Is the highest
Sydney Sweeney, she's in Madam Web too.
Is the highest rom-com movie since 2016, which is crazy.
I've never heard of Sydney Sweeney. Is this the movie that
She's popular?
Because I saw the trailer for this and I'm like, they don't have any.
I've been hearing her for a while.
Yeah,
I never seen her anything.
Yeah.
But covering movie talk, she has a fan base.
She has a huge fan base, yes.
And she's in Madam Web?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I heard negative stuff too. Like she's not that pretty. I'm like, that's ridiculous.
What is it? An Australian rom-com? The Valentine? Is that what that is?
I guess.
No.
Is there an Australia in this cover here?
Oh, I forgot what the movie premise is. I forgot.
Anyone But You. I don't know. I'd like to see that.
I think it's on VOD.
First look at Squid Game season 2.
Finally, been like 100,000 years.
I bought tickets to see Anyone But You, but I didn't actually go see it.
Damn.
Until someone builds a bigger man with tiny glasses.
Oh yeah, Alan Richardson. Yo, he looks great in that, man. I love him.
Here it is. This is what I wanted to get to tonight. This is why I did good news on Twitter, because I love seeing these scenes from Daredevil.
Behind the scenes, it looks dope.
Look at D'Onofrio. I was like, this image proves to me that he could still be intimidating and just as intense with a lower weight.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe they won't have a 115-pound woman killing him for once.
Oh, thanks, Voltaire. Did you have any concerns? Anyone else on the panel with him losing the weight, of him carrying that intensity that he did when he was the big Kingpin?
Yeah,
I was
he still got it.
No, I mean, just because of the Hawkeye, where it was some of the scenes were not as intense.
If his face got too thin, it would have been a problem. But he's still got a hefty man's face.
But look at him; he looks really intimidating. Even
that hefty man head.
Even in this still image here.
Yep.
Look at that.
It's crazy because the Penguin and Daredevil were shooting in New York City, both of them.
Here's also Matt Murdock and Heather Glenn, and people were making images and memes of Matt
because
Murdock
he's a whore. Yes.
Yeah,
he is.
putting slut on his.
Yes,
he gets around.
He is. He's like the number one slut.
Isaac, the biggest movie fan, $1.99. Thank you so much, Isaac. Does The Rise of Skywalker make you guys like The Last Jedi more? Yes. I've gone on the record of saying that I thought I wanted to see or The Rise of Skywalker made me appreciate that Luke's character passed in a better movie than The Rise of Skywalker. Like, I thought I wanted to see him go on, but I think Rian Johnson handling Luke's scenes was probably much better than J.J. Abrams. And seeing the Rise of Skywalker made me appreciate The Last Jedi, even though I still have issues with it. My main issue is still that I don't think they showed you how Luke got that way and was ready to raise his lightsaber to Kylo. That's still the biggest issue I have. But having like a disgruntled Luke Skywalker, you know, I totally understood. I just wanted to be led with the direction and the storytelling to get us there. I think we deserve that because he was called the New Hope. He had hope for everyone. He never gave up on his father. When his friends were possibly dying outside, he went up against the Emperor and his father to save his father and threw his lightsaber away to, you know, because he had hope. And then he gave up hope on his nephew just at the thought of him turning to the dark side. It doesn't
kill him in his sleep.
Yeah. I'm like, that's just
murder his nephew that in the books he used to communicate with with him telepathically while he was in Leia's stomach, but now he's gonna slice him up while he's asleep, you know? Come on.
Yes, Jade. So, but yes, you're absolutely right. I think there's some great stuff in the Rise. Like the force projection stuff is brilliant. Like, especially when you realize that Luke's not leaving a footprint. If you watch it the first time, you're like, oh, you know, that stuff was great. I love all that. Yeah, Matt Murdock gets around. He's got another girl already.
Of course, that's what he is. Oh, Jim, I can't wait for the Michael Jackson biopic, man.
Look at this.
Holy shit.
I don't know what this is from, but look at this.
A concert?
Cake throwing contest.
What is? No way he cut
She
that.
has a sign that says "Cake Me." Look at that accuracy.
Not an easy task to accomplish.
She really hit the wow.
That was pretty legit.
That's
I don't know what this is
that's
from.
like a Tom Brady throw.
I'd like a lady to ask me to cake her and then throw a cake at her. That'd be fun.
Wow. That is
Then you'd have a bidet to clean up after. The first trailer for Borderlands is reportedly ready to be released.
I heard this movie is dog crap so many
I heard it's great. You keep saying that.
This behind the issues in that movie is gonna be.
It's hard to get right.
New look at X-Men '97.
Can't wait to watch that.
New look. Do the Penguin set photos. That looks great.
It looks great, bro. I love Carlin, man. Carlin is a great actor.
I don't like that they take a good-looking actor and make him fat and ugly.
No, he said.
Yeah, where's the representation for fat
Thank
and ugly
you.
actors?
Thank you.
No, he said he wanted to make the Penguin fatter stuff like that, and so it was a choice.
Yeah.
Originally, they were not going.
Mark
to
Ruffalo receives
pizza and milkshake.
star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
I thought he had one a long time ago.
For what?
Okay, stop.
He had a big mouth.
Stop.
No, I'm just kidding. I like Mark Ruffalo, but I don't really understand why he's getting the Walk of Fame ahead
Well,
of
he has a lot of great movies under his belt.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Seriously.
I'm not. You act like I'm gonna name them all. Like, damn.
You don't. You can't name any
Name
of them.
three.
Three
great movies.
No, I don't know, Joe. Do you have Mark Ruffalo? Are you a fan of some great movies besides the Hulk? What?
Well, okay. Well, you want three? Okay,
I don't want any of them. Anything.
We'll
Yeah, give me
start with
three.
okay, we'll start with the Avengers. Then we'll go to the Kids Are All Right. Then we'll go to the Brothers Bloom.
Collateral was
Brothers Bloom was awful.
That's a great movie.
Collateral.
Who directed that?
Ryan Johnson.
That's what I'm saying. Ryan Johnson's hit or
Collateral was
miss.
a good one.
I hated that.
Inside Cut.
Hasn't missed yet.
And the Cut was a good one.
He's missed a few. Before I watched, Looper, but I just rented the Brothers Bloom. I didn't even know who Ryan Johnson was, and I hated that movie.
Oh, I love that movie.
Rough movie. I didn't want to finish it. Me and I think either my wife or my sister at the time were watching it, and we were just like, "Oh, this is a trudge."
I saw it in
my
the theater
sister at the time. What did you just say, Max?
That's pretty
my
wild.
wife or my sister at the time.
I don't know if I don't know if I watched it with my wife or my sister renting it. It was a rental. I don't know who we were. One of either my sister. We're watching it somewhere where we're renting movies, or I don't know how old that movie is either.
It was the same year as Land of the Lost. Was that 2010?
I know I watched it with someone where I rented it.
I went and saw it in
I
the
think
theater.
I was also doing a house project at the time, painting or something.
Oh, wait. It was an 08 movie. Oh, wait. I saw it 3 times in the theater. And I was like, that summer, I was beating the drum hard for that movie because it was a little indie film that it wasn't getting a lot of press.
Yeah,
And at the time, people kept complaining there were no good movies out. And I kept telling everyone, well, you got to check out this little indie movie that no one's ever heard of called The Brothers Bloom, because that's a hell of a movie.
I don't think I ever want to watch it again.
Okay,
but
Zodiac,
yeah, Degrassi says
Foxcatcher
13
was
going
pretty-
30. Zodiac, okay.
And Foxcatcher was pretty good too, I have to say.
But I'm not against him getting one. I just think of a lot. It's kind of like
Well, also a lot of the lesser popular actors can't afford it. They really had a hard time getting it. Yeah, you got to pay for your star. And like I know Adam West, they had trouble getting the money up for Adam West. They had trouble getting the money up for Walter Koenig. Walter Koenig was the only one of the original Star Trek crew that didn't have one for a long time.
Anthony, what do you think of this Justice League for the game? Suicide Squad versus Justice League. People are saying, "I wish I had this game instead."
I hear it's a hell of a game.
Suicide Squad game. I mean, that's all I have to say. I mean, just no comment. Well,
I don't play the modern games, but I hear it's a hell of a good game.
Oh god! What do we think of this?
Hell, why this mother effers coming back?
Well, why
Woody
not?
Woodpecker.
First one was a big hit in Brazil, I think. It was
What do
weird.
you think, Joe, of this version of Woody Woodpecker? Is this kind of like Ugly Sonic levels?
I mean, I saw the first one, so it's, they haven't changed the look.
There's a movie already with this look.
Yeah,
I didn't know that. I thought this was brand new.
A lot of guys have that tattooed on their, the Woody Woodpecker.
I don't know. What do you think, Voltaire? Kind of ugly Sonic?
Why not bring it to a new generation of kids? Maybe they'll like it.
the first one was a big hit. The first one was a big hit
SpongeBob Super Bowl
on
commercial first
on
look.
Netflix.
I'm sorry,
and,
but Netflix is about. I mean, Paramount is about 5-10 years late.
I think we're to the end.
Yes.
Oh,
bro, this is fake ass news, bro. I hate this.
Whoa, let me read it first.
Listen. This account blocked me because I called him out on a fake shit. Well, like, there's no update on Black Panther 3. If there was, we would have heard
It's
it.
reportedly in development at Marvel Studios. Letitia Wright will star in the film as Black Panther. No shit. The Midnight Angels series will tie into this film. The U.S.
We have zero
and others
updates
will
for that.
try to use Wakanda for their resources and vibranium.
Oh my god.
I wouldn't even pay to see another one of these movies if Shuri's the lead again.
Oh wow. Disney live action Lilo Stitch is moving from Disney Plus to
I believe in Toy here.
Here's some more images on the side of the penguin.
Let's make Colin Farrell fat and ugly, everybody.
I mean, it looks good.
Get Paul Giamatti or somebody like that to play him.
James Gunn representing the S.
Yeah, they're doing some scoutings. Oh my
Go to your
God.
notifications. Look at the thing I sent you.
Hit Pat, take it from me.
Oh, here's Arnold.
I
will. Voltaire.
Yeah. Well, this is very nice. I saw this. This is very nice. If you're into weightlifting, you loved Arnold Schwarzenegger. So this guy seems genuinely pumped.
Yeah.
And ripped and pumped, literally.
You know, those steroids are good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Still takes a lot of work.
Florence Pugh on the Dune 2 press tour.
I mean, she always look beautiful without says no. Yeah.
And Eternals 2.
I hate this account as well. Oh my god.
Wow, Anthony.
Bro, the bullshit this account, but like, bro, this account makes so much bullcrap, and then people believe it.
I believe it. In
No,
Eternals
there's
2,
no Eternals 2.
Fina
If
will
it-
be temporarily leader of the Eternals. The World Forge will be featured in the movie. The movie will be more cosmic than the first, and the movie will release in
Bro,
2027.
if there was a movie,
I don't know why this
Eternals
movie was so hated. I didn't
I
hate
liked
it. I liked it.
Tony Stark was Marvel's biggest player. Matt Murdock.
No, my motherfucker every girl ever.
Whoa, Anthony.
I mean, that's what he does. Even in the comics.
Oh yeah, this is where I got mad. He never said she wasn't in it. So this is what James Gunn does. How much screen time does Millie Alcock have as Supergirl and Superman Legacy? I never said she was in the movie, and then a weird face.
He does have a point.
I like the emoji.
Yeah, that doesn't mean she's not in the movie. It doesn't mean
Probably because she's not in the movie.
No, that's not what that means.
I doubt she's in the movie.
No, that's.
I mean, nobody
yeah.
at no time has she been stated as a cast member in this movie.
Don't you see what James Gunn's doing here, Joe? He's being cheeky.
Or he could just.
I never said she was in the movie.
Yeah, but
she could be in the movie. She literally could be right in the movie, like not even an end credit scene, and this still would be an accurate statement.
Look what Scott says.
Yeah, but for why? For why? She's probably just not in it.
You just believe the base level response. You're like, okay, James.
Yeah, because why? Like if she was in the movie, just say she's in the movie. There's no reason for that.
Because James Gunn likes to do these things. He's having fun.
Yeah, that's what he does, bro.
He's like a politician when he
didn't do that for Metamorpho. He didn't do that for the Mr. Terrific.
Do you see what I'm saying, Voltaire? He's like a politician the way he answers fans' questions. He's like, I didn't say she was in it. That doesn't mean she's not in it. He just didn't say it.
Well, look what Scott says. Look at Scott's comment.
She won't be
clearly lying. Explain the weird emoji face, then, Joe. What does that mean?
Because the guy's
he's saying "duh" to the guy.
Hey, I got something for Degrassi here. I got something for Degrassi. Degrassi, there's Pit Pat for you. There's Pit Pat. Take it from me. I love you.
Well, this could be an accurate statement, and she'd be in the movie. That's all I'm saying. And I would have put past James Gunn to be having some fun with some fans. I never said she was in the movie. Well, first off, why would he answer how much screen time she has?
Right.
Yeah, that would be ridiculous.
Ice Spice named her debut album
Ice
Y2K.
Spice. I enjoy her music though.
Is that what you enjoy? Okay.
Is she the sixth
Her
Spice
music
Girl?
is good.
I enjoy her ass.
I never heard of her. Is she the sixth Spice Girl?
Oh my god.
No. Here's
what are you showing the porn actress for?
I forgot.
Corn.
I forgot.
Corn. I
Thunder
said corn.
Wasting Mia Khalifa after she called wrestling fake.
I forgot this Mia even existed.
That looks like it hurt.
Well, she stabbed him in the.
She hit her right in the fake boobies. Come on.
Oh, this is great. Royce Johnson. I loved him in Daredevil.
I had a case where I defended an employer, and the employee said she fell at work and her implant blew up.
Did you win? Did she win?
Yeah, I won. She didn't get any money out of us for that.
Okay.
I won't say who the employer was that I was representing, but it was a well-known big employer.
Okay. Well,
You know, we've never seen Voltaire on camera. I want to imagine that he's Harvey Birdman, attorney at law now.
It's very similar. That's what I patterned my career after, actually.
Anyways, next.
does anyone remember? Anthony says next. Well, we do have to end. Do you remember Royce Johnson? I really like this character.
Yes, he's one of the great cops in Daredevil. He actually, his last time we saw him was in Punisher season 2.
Jennifer Garner will reprise the role of Elektra in
Yeah, of
Deadpool
course.
3.
That was announced like half a year ago.
Sophia Loren and Jane Mansfield.
That's a great pick. I've seen that before.
God damn.
That you could just put Voltaire's icon there too.
I'd be a little more subtle, and I would have disdain.
You more subtle.
That's a look of disdain as she's looking at those balloons.
Oh, here. Okay, we'll end with this. More James Gunn great news. Because everyone thinks I'm not a hater of him. We'll end with this. Look, Joe's getting tired. Joe, don't worry. This is the last.
I'm all tuckered out.
You're all tuckered out. Wear your pajamas.
I'm wearing them.
1 year ago today, Peter and I introduced our DC slate for the first time. Thanks to all of you for the support. You're welcome, James. You've given us throughout the year. You're welcome. Today, Superman Legacy is about to start production. Episodes of Creature Commandos are being finished that will release later this year. Oh, that's great. At least 2 more projects are gearing up to go in the next couple months.
Supergirl, and the Amanda Waller and Peacemaker.
Amazing scripts keep coming in, and an incredible talent are being attached to new projects, planned and unplanned. Thank you. That's, he's
very good.
He's
That's a very
already
good answer.
doing more than I thought he was going to do.
That's a very good.
I know. Just because I'm critical of him doesn't mean I'm not rooting for him.
Somebody.
Well, Max, you sound excited about James Gunn more than usual. The last.
Well, I was shocked about the Supergirl casting before, before they start Superman Legacy, and then to hear that they're actually moving forward Batman the Brave and Bold. I really didn't think it was going to come out before.
We're getting some good news from him. Yeah,
I didn't think they were going to start working on that until after Matt Reeves. Yeah.
I'm telling you, James Gunn is going to save not just DC, he's going to save comic book movies.
Well, also Deadpool 3 and Joker 2 and the Penguin series, I think is going to be really good.
Hashtag gun nut.
My solo stream did well. I don't get it. I don't think I'm entertaining at all. You're entertaining? No, I'm happy. I am also looking forward to seeing Rebel Moon, the extended cut. Hopefully, I still never finished my second run through Rebel Moon. I was enjoying it more the second time. There's just so much I haven't seen. And we'll have to end it there. But Joe, you got
to put that thing up I sent you, Max. Come on.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I'm sorry.
I want Joe's reaction to this.
Okay, I forgot. I apologize.
You get that thing I sent you?
Yeah. Harvey Bird.
Okay, so this is good news from Voltaire.
Yeah.
Tim Burton is set to direct Attack of the 50-Foot Woman, a remake of the classic 1958 movie for Warner Brothers.
Who's better to direct this film if it's actually made?
I could think of one person that I would say is better. Joe Dante. Joe Dante would be a fantastic choice as well.
Attack of the 50-Foot Woman.
Aren't you?
I'll be honest. I am not. I think it's cool. I'm not really looking forward to this. Like I'm not against it or anything.
Wait a minute.
I'm just like the classic. I don't know how they would do this in modern day to make it good.
It's going to be kaiju
without the cheesiness of the old version. I guess they could just do cheesiness again, but
I think my brain. Wait a minute. Hang on a second. I have to look into something real quick.
I mean, I guess James Gunn could do it too, but he's busy.
All right. For a second there, I started thinking, am I having like a memory lapse? I thought Joe Dante actually maybe did do a remake of Attack of the 50-Foot Woman. It was remade in 1993.
Yeah, that's the thing too. Is it gonna be, they're gonna be PC 50-Foot Woman?
No, everybody's gonna be looking up her skirt.
No, I mean that type of. I mean that was kind of the cheekiness, right? 50-Foot Woman, like bursting out of her, like She-Hulk, right?
Well, how does she have any clothes? Truthfully, if she went, I guess her clothes could have expanded with her. I suppose if that's what happened. I don't remember the premise of how she died.
Isaac, hold your horses. I don't know about. I love James Gunn. I don't know about that.
Relax.
What do you think, Anthony? The 50-Foot Woman? You want to see this?
I mean, yeah, it's Tim Burton. I mean, I've never watched the original, but I would be interested. I mean, it's 1958, so of course, but I would be interested in a remake. Sometimes remakes are good. Sometimes remakes are bad.
Family too.
50-Foot Monica Bellucci.
Oh my God, I would love that. I love Monica Bellucci.
I wonder who would Tim Burton get for this role.
What an elegant.
She was in. Oh yeah.
Yes, Anthony, that's what I thought. He's perfect for this. It's like this is a Tim Burton movie.
I don't think Tim Burton's perfect for anything anymore. I
He
hope
hasn't
he does
seen
good. No,
Beetlejuice
I
yet.
hope he does good with Beetlejuice. And I still haven't seen Wednesday. I want to see Wednesday. I wasn't there for like the big.
I have faith in the IP of Beetlejuice and the fact that I have faith in Michael Keaton. I think that, I mean, I know DeGrasse is saying that the rumors are that it's already bad, but I have a good feeling about the movie.
I apologize, guys. I was supposed to end it like an hour ago.
Yeah, it's late.
Oh boy, it's really late. So we're gonna wrap it up here. Thank you, Joe. Thank you, Anthony. Thank you, chat. Thank you, Voltaire. You know what to do, Voltaire.
Good night and good luck, everybody.